We are afraid of a thing which doesn't exist. That's the whole problem. Our fears are baseless. They don't have a base. They are baseless fears. They are baseless anxieties. When you come into meditation, you understand that all your fears earlier were all baseless, idiotic. Any kind of fear is baseless. The mind fears, the soul doesn't fear. The soul is eternity. So fearfulness comes from the mind and fearlessness comes from the soul. The transition from the mind to the soul is enlightenment, is meditation. So there are no fears. All fears are baseless. Lock, stock and barrel. All fears are baseless. Oh, I am going to die. It's a baseless fear. Because you are not going to die. When you understand that all fears are baseless, you have a hearty laugh. Oh, I feared myself. You have a hearty laugh. All fears are baseless. When you realize that, you are enlightened. If you are still fearful of something, you are not yet enlightened.
Hi friends, a very good evening and good morning.
Hi, Radhini. I'm just fixing my video. Just
Yeah,
give me 2 minutes, okay?
okay, ma'am.
Yeah, just 2 minutes. Huh? You can start off.
Uh,
Just 2 minutes. Engaged, okay? 1 second.
yeah, we'll do meditation first, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Priyanka, can you start the meditation? Yeah.
Thank you, Ladini. Good evening, dear friends and masters. Good morning and good afternoon. Welcome all of you to the Saturday master class. First, we will go through our regular meditation practice. Later, we'll listen to our senior master Vallidevi Prabhu master talk. Sit comfortably. If you are wearing any electronic gadgets or any spectacles, please keep it aside. First, we will go with a few minutes of heart elevation process. For this, keep both your hands on your chest area and follow the instruction. After a few minutes, focus on your breath. Just observe your in-breath and out-breath and follow the instructions. Cross your legs. You can see the poster in the picture. Follow the instructions.
Dear friends, dear masters, with a great intention to connect with ourselves, I'd like you to keep your hands on your chest area and with your eyes closed, specs removed, rest your attention on your beautiful heart, and with a relaxing breath, connect with your heart center. With that slow, relaxing breath, connect with the center of all emotions, which is nurturing all life. With its higher vibrations, your heart center, the seat of all emotions. Feel it. Connect with your heart center. Feel the beat, the rhythm of this loving heart, which is constantly helping you experience life greatly with its emotions of love, compassion, kindness, gratitude, joy. Can you move yourself into an higher emotion by simply imagining or bringing up an experience from your past of love, of joy, of gratitude, of compassion? Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to direct that energy onto everything and everyone on this planet to help them heal, to help them elevate their understanding of life. Relive that moment and feel that energy and allow yourself to spread that energy to everything and everyone by making an intention. Where you place your attention, there you place your energy. Feel. Specks of energy intricately connected with each other. Love, compassion, kindness, joy are all the ways to experience that connection, to move into coherence between body, mind, and this energy, the field. Feel. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation. With your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Resting your attention at the root of your nose or anywhere on the nose. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath at that point. We are going into powerful group meditation. Observe your natural in-breath and the out-breath. No sounds in the mouth, no forms of any kind in the mind. Meditation is not imagination, is not visualization. Meditation is to empty the mind, observe the breath, and allow yourself to slowly notice the mind becoming less and less of thought, calming, relaxing. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to go into that emptiness, calmness inside of you, all around you. That's energy. When the mind becomes empty, all that energy is channelized into the present moment. Allow yourself to merge into your breath. And allow yourself to experience that greater calmness, emptiness. All emptiness is energy. This is the limitless field of energy, the quantum field of existence. The longer you stay connected to this field of emptiness, the more you resting your mind, the more you dissolve your past. The longer you are in this emptiness energy, that blackness, the more aware you become, the more mindful you become, and be in the present. area less matter, more emptiness and energy. The longer you stay merged into this field of emptiness, the more insightful you become, the more miraculous experiences you draw into your life, the more meaningful experiences you influence in your physical reality. Stay aware of that emptiness, the darkness, the field of no body, of no thing, the field of light. This is your greater mind. The more you are in this field of emptiness, the more inspired you become, the more intuitive you become. Friends, it's truly an honor and privilege to be exploring higher aspects of life at this time of history. Many are not so blessed. Can you express gratitude to all things and everyone? Express your gratitude to your parents for giving this beautiful connection to life. Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding your knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge leads to many newer experiences. Give thanks to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, partners, for helping you learn many things, for helping you experience many things in life. Be deeply grateful to this beautiful nature, the mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the angelic kingdom, for filling our lives with inspiration, beauty, energy, and more. Give thanks to everything you use, the technology, all the companies, government systems that support and make our life so comfortable. Gratitude to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others, and gratitude to this intelligent universe for helping us experience this life. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Recollect your experiences from the session. How did you feel? What did you see? What have you experienced? And whenever you're ready, put your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds. You may open your eyes.
Welcome back, dear friends and masters. We have our senior master, Mrs. Vallidevi Prabhu ma'am, as a guest speaker in our today Saturday's masterclass with us. She is living in Bangalore with her husband and 2 kids. She is a business leader in the IT industry, having about 27 plus years of experience. She learned about Buddha CEO via her colleague and started the journey into meditation from 2021 and deeply connected to Buddha CEO and experienced various health and emotional benefits through the program. Last December, she trained as a coach and conducted about 5 book club sessions, 25 plus meditation programs to university students, professionals, and homemakers of all age groups and across various cities in India and abroad as well. She also volunteers with other organizations, taking up meditation teaching to rural school children as well. She is grateful for Patriji, Buddha CEO team, Chandra sir, and various spiritual leaders for their wisdom and guidance. With that, her life journey has been great learning and growth. hearty welcome to our Saturday Masterclass, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you, Priyanka. Thank you, and everyone. Let me just share it first. I have few slides. I thought that will make easy. You're able to see, right? Yeah. Okay. Good evening. Good morning, everyone. As Priyanka introduced. So I live in Bangalore, and I started my meditation journey about 5 years. I think in this coming Feb, it will be exactly 5 years. So my journey of self-discovery started with a simple and profound query: what is the purpose of my life? And last 4+ year journey has been since then. Once I joined Buddha's U, it's been filled with learning, discovering, understanding, then falling and redoing the same, and finally realizing there is so much. When I look back, there is so much of growth in myself. The way I look at life now, and look at everybody else, and also most importantly, my own self. So that has been a big journey. So my spiritual journey, when I look at it now, I feel it started in my childhood only. Because some of the things, when I look back and recall some of the confusions as a child I used to have, the challenges that I used to face, probably that's where it started, stemming. So I just want to, just make it a little more interesting, and give you a glimpse of what actually, as a child, and I was. So, when I was child, I was very carefree. It is in mid 70s and 80s, right? 80s, I was growing full of enthusiasm, uninhibited girl. Okay, very gutsy, tomboyish. I could do anything, climbing the tree and play kabaddi or that way. At the same time, I used to be very sensitive, emotional, and fussy. As I grew up as a teenager, I found myself, I was naturally tilted to society and anything to do with the people. And there is that empathy kind of would evoke in me, and very rooted culture, and very social. I enjoyed friendship. At the same time, bent towards philosophy. So right now, there is everywhere. We talk so freely about mindfulness and spiritual thing. It has become much more open. That point in time, it was not as much discussed, but if there were to be any situation, I would be very curious, but at the same time very unsure of many things, highly attached. If I like somebody, if I like something, very attached to things and people. I had a good set of friends, but struggled with my emotions. I didn't know how to handle them, how to navigate with difficult emotions during teenage. As a young adult, I remember myself, I used to see big cars. Those days in 90s, I ended up going late 90s to Chandigarh. It was a very posh life there. And I used to see all big cars, high flyers. My life was a middle class life. My father was working in a bank, but I was never ashamed of that. Neither I felt, I don't have it. I used to feel one day I will get it. I don't know where I used to get that. Now, one day, yeah, after I got into job, so I'll be getting it. So that kind of a very um, positive or abundant kind of a perspective. But at the same time, since I was a very sensitive and emotional, anybody would say anything, and getting attached to those feedback or critical feedback about me. And at the same time, I was not sure. Yes, I feel all these things will come into my life, but how do I navigate? I'm just a become graduate, so what do I do? So that kind of unsure scare it used to be with me. And also another thing I noticed, that anybody would say from the childhood, if teacher comments something, people comment something, or friends comment something, oh, this aspect of me, the way I see, the way I laugh, or anything, I would say, oh, this is not correct. I need to fix it. So constantly, I would put myself under pressure that I need to fix myself. And at the same time, and I grew up in an environment, when I was such a carefree, tomboyish kind of a girl, it was not a norm for any girl growing up those times. So there would be a lot of feedback given to me, my parents, especially my mom, because I would be very open, loudly speaking, and she'd be like, no, 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 you're not supposed to speak like this. You're not supposed, behave like this. You cannot be so open. At the same time, relatives would comment, why I am so gregarious. So that kind of constant feedback, I think something set in my head that, I'm not good enough. Especially when it comes to relationship. I realize now, okay, all these things, I realize now that, all these things matter so much during childhood growth, right? So then I step into adulthood. As I progressed with my career, so I was looking for a bank job and all that, but eventually ended up getting into IT, one leading one to another, and then started working in multinational in TCS. And beautiful life changed in terms of confidence professionally, very exciting experience, and work life was great. At the same time, it was a typical, you expect roller coaster, right? You will have up down learning. One thing I noticed, I used to um, uh, conduct myself or myself in a very rigid. There is one old school method, they say, right? That way. It has to be this way, very tough, very task oriented, focus. You have to meet this and looking for perfection with myself, looking for details. I was very supportive of my team who were working under me, but at the same time, I had a very little low tolerance, and that would put lot of stress on me. Then marriage happened, simple, easy life. But at the same time, I had, I used to struggle ended up struggling to be a mother. And at least it delayed 10 plus years. And I went through various treatment, went through physical, mental stress. And while working, I was going through. And there is a restlessness in me. And I used to attribute this restlessness for not being able to be a mother, despite being married for so many years. Wherever I go, everything is fine, but it is not happening. So I attributed, okay, because I have not become mother, so that is the reason this restlessness is there. So once I become a mother, I'll be fine. So that was thought process that I used to have. Then, as I progress and I become a mother in 2012, then again, after 3 years, I deliver one more girl. So two beautiful children. So happy, enjoying my motherhood, taking care of them, and going through the whole journey, and very happy and feeling blessed that I'm being mother now, and everything, dressing them up, seeing them grow, learn, taking all the interest to teach, everything I was doing. But at the same time, I was gripped with the fear of a future for my children, because I used to feel that I was not as young as other girls who would got their children. So around 35 years I was. So I would constantly count. By the time they grow 21, 22, or 25, 26, they get into a job. I would be this old. I hope I am healthy and living. I hope I have enough money to support them. So that kind of constant, if something happens in between, what will happen to my children? So that anxiety became, part of my life. It is constantly thinking about that. At the same time, the question restlessness became more and more evident, and question of life and purpose also started coming up. Okay, I thought I'll have children and my life, I whatever that restlessness will go, but instead it is increasing and more anxiety is building up. So what's happening? I was not getting question, and in fact, I think one day I was asking my husband, saying that this is all, is it for life? You grow up, you study, and you get a job, then you get a job, marry, and children. That's all. What else? Is this the cycle you go through? And he couldn't answer. He said, "Okay, I think you reached your middle age much earlier than you're supposed to." At the same time, professional environment started becoming very tough. Where I have two little girls, at the same time, I have a very big role of vertical head for three geographies. Professionally doing very well, successful, but handling the tough environment, demanding environment, and personal thing, it started showing up. It starts shows up on on a body, right? All the stress and such things. So that's when I realized, I need to do something beyond. I had a kind of understanding that all this stress puts on a body, and you start getting into that. So my search started, and I started going to online and see, let me see if there are any courses. And when this body pain started, it started with the shoulder, and go for a treatment, then few yoga sessions or physiotherapy, medication. Then again, after a few months or 6 or 8 months, again, elbow, hand, back. So it came to a situation in 2019. My back pain was so severe, I could not sit. Even eating, I would sit, stand and eat. Working also, stand and work. Either sleep, lie down, or stand. Walk also, my right leg started pulling, especially knee. It became stiff. That really shook me. I thought it is going somewhere, and I decided to take 2-3 weeks break. So when the MRI was done, everything is fine. So then I thought maybe I should look for some calming down, stress release kind of a session. That's when one of my colleague called me, and he asked me general questions, and I said, I'm on a break, and he said, and this is the reason. I said, you want to try alternative method? I said, yeah, why not? Then he mentioned about Buddha CEO. He said, many people have uh, really received a lot of benefits from this particular meditation session. So I said, okay, fine, let me go ahead with the session. That's when I signed up for 40 days program. So it was truly for me, when the student is ready, teacher appears, and Chandra sir with the 40 days program, Ganga program in 2021, it came to my life like that. So when I joined this program, 40 days program, I was expecting it is going to be a very, very theory teaching and explaining how to sit, how to stand, and all that. But when I joined, it was much more open environment. Every age, all over the world, people are joining, and they are sharing such wonderful experience. And it started with explaining everything, how meditation and the stress and our thought process impacts our overall well-being. And through scientific knowledge and the teachings and the wisdom and the testimony and sharings, it made it very easy for me to absorb, understand, and internalize. So that's where my journey started. So I was talking about that anxiety, right? By the time I started this journey, that anxiety and fear was my best friend all the time. I don't know if my children are also well, everything office well, but there is anxiety. I wake up with anxiety, go to bed with anxiety. What anxiety if I try to find? I don't know. So I was fed up with that. Then guilt, any small, big thing with guilt. So for mothers, guilt is very natural because you don't get time. especially professional working. So that guilt easily, okay, you attach to kids, okay, I'm not giving time. Then rumination, oh, that happened. I didn't say this. I should have done this. I should have said this. Then perfection, my nature of being perfect in everything. I didn't realize it was really killing me. Whether I do, a dosa or a chapati or a curry, or in office do certain things, it has to be in a certain way. Otherwise, I would kill myself to do that way. And critical. I grew up in an environment where I was always corrected, always commented. So without realizing, I had imbibed that quality in me. See anything in a critical, is it correct? Is it not? That way. And seeking validation, regret, it was there, then it all added top it all stress. Stress become normal. So on a daily basis, it used to be so painful. These sessions came as one nice, soothing medicine. So it helped me to feel very empowered, from a victim state to feel empowered. Where that anxiety and fear thoughts were there, when I understood thoughts create reality. So that's where the whole thing, the energy creates reality. We invite all these things in our life. Over a period of time, 1 or 2 weeks, I realized I stopped worrying about my anxiety, my fear about my children, and started trusting more about the universe. If God has given, they are meant to come into my life at 35 or 40 years of myself. That means there is a plan, so they will do well, so they have their own life. So that kind of a trust I started building in me, so that reduced. I think I would have suffered at least six years of that anxiety after my kids were born, about fear about them, who will handle them, who will protect them, and that kind of a thing. Then abundance, right? For me, abundance about money was never a question. I would always feel, I have enough. It was more about opportunities, more about, my kids are so young, will they get enough opportunity? Will they do well? So then about my own professional growth. Will I grow well? Am I getting enough opportunities? Am I going to get good high, good band promotion in time? All those things. Then I started seeing there is an opportunity for everybody is in this university, in this universe. So I don't have to worry and really fret about that. So one by one, then acceptance. Whatever is happening, let it be. Let me just accept the people and the incidents. Let it, if it is not in my favor, let it be. So, and the compassion, looking at each thing more compassionate way. And I was always thankful about thing, but gratitude, how much it makes a difference, I understood through this program. And also I joined various master classes those days. Whichever master class conducted, I would attend every Saturday very, very religiously. Attended as a participant in all the book reading. So I was so hungry for the knowledge and wisdom, and it used to really help me to keep myself in a whatever I learned to be in a elevated way. Because so many years of living in that fear and low energy emotions, it needed this kind of non-stop feed, and Buddha CEO enabled that. One or other program online, any program they would announce, I would join. So they introduced Shreyans Daga, they introduced Dr. Newton, anything. So got introduced to past life, so much of knowledge and wisdom. So that brought lot of difference. Within first my 40 days program, within couple of weeks, I sensed that I was able to sit properly. I was not sitting. I used to, with great difficulty, I used to sit on the sofa and meditate. Within 2-3 weeks, I could do Sukhasana. At one point of time in my mid 20s, I was one of the best yoga practitioner. My teacher had told me in those days. And just before joining the program, I could barely sit. barely fold my leg, right? I was about probably 41 that time. Then started walking, yoga, dance, and just like before. So that gave an indication that I'm in a right direction. Then emotion, I was, as I mentioned, lot of that anxiety, fear, rigidity. I started loosening up. I started accepting. So I started trusting the universe. It's okay. Kids have come, they have their own destiny, they have their own life. So universe will take care. That kind of a confidence I started developing. From professional wise, I saw this was a very, very conscious effort. Okay. While my bosses, my unit head, my customer loved me, my team used to really respect me and feel that there is a lot to learn working with me, but at the same time they would feel little uncomfortable. So I was aware of it, but I didn't know where to change, how to fix that. So I started accepting each individual as they are. Stop judging. Okay, if certain person says I can do this, I cannot do this, okay, fine. How do I pick this person? If this person is interested, how do I make that person work with optimal intention and energy? So that way, one by one, and trusting them, allowing them to make mistake, hand holding them. So that helped me to relax and totally different relationship with my team. Same thing when it comes to, see, I've been very lucky to have a very supportive and loving family and childhood, all that. I experienced difficulty in maintaining friendship and also dealing with the external people. I didn't know how to deal one to one. Professionally, I learned. When it come to very impersonal relationship, I used to find it challenging. Either I would go too out of the way to be nice, or I would be, very, very distant. I didn't know how to break that. So especially I started experimenting with my house help. So if they do something, being my perfectionist kind of a nature, I would find problem in that. And I would be irritated if I give an instruction, why are they not understanding it? Then I started realizing, understanding their background. If they're coming from certain background, for me, dusting might be in certain way to be done. Probably they don't even relate what I'm trying to tell. So I need to be more patient there. So that acceptance of and understanding and compassion help me to be in their shoes and relate to them in much better way. So that helped me to break that impersonal relationship handling challenges to some extent. So I said money wise, I was always feeling, so I never worried. But when it comes to professional opportunities, promotion, good band, all those things always put me in anxiety, right? That's when I started just leaving it to universe. Okay, I'm doing this way, my best way. It should, the way it should work for customer, myself, and the team. Then leave it. So I saw huge difference in terms of appreciation coming, acknowledgement coming, and even a promotion coming in my way. So that made it very, very, simple and happy journey. So I realized it's not just meditation. My meditation, Swadhyaya and Sajjana Sangatya. Sajjana Sangatya, being part of all these extra programs, helped me to be in the right company. Okay, the next phase is something which is really interesting. Okay, this is until COVID, where I used to attend all the sessions. So many innumerable 40 days program I would have attended. Then comes the slippery slope phase. So what happened in 21, not 2023, 24, when COVID and all started coming down, school reopened, and whole thing restarted, right? That's where I found, after 2, 3 years of enjoying the benefits of meditation and spiritual journey, suddenly felt all of a sudden everything taking away and I'm slipping down. So school started opening. I stopped. I had to get my kids ready by 7:30. So I stopped attending morning programs. So my regularity in terms of attending sessions came down drastically. Not been able to attend any of the book clubs, or because of work pressure, have to go to work. So slowly I started realizing it started impacting my state of mind, and even many other things. I started seeing a lot of professional challenges, highly stressful, unable to handle a lot of toxic environment. And relationship wise, even though, uh, I said childhood and great parents and children and everything, but some reason I felt, I was not good enough in terms of relationship. And always, constantly, I found myself pleasing others, or fear of losing my friendship, or difficulty to say no, and seeking validation. Somebody has to say, yes, yeah, what you've done is correct. Where I was great at making huge decisions for customers and my team and project, very, very confident. When it comes to personal choices, small, small things, I would seek validation either from my parents or husband, siblings, friends. So that was constant thing. Then with kids, I saw myself being very, very strict about everything, how they should. There was there was one template. They have to, they have to be brought up in certain way, and always critical, watch them, how they talk. If, very impatient, if they don't talk in a very respectful way, if they're too, and basically lot of impatience with them, and expecting perfection from such young kids. And because of work pressure, my intention of bringing them up in certain way, it put lot of pressure on me as a mother. And I started feeling that I'm doing a lousy job. And every other day I would find myself losing my temper with them, and then go back to bed having a great guilt about not being able to handle them well. So guilt became synonymous with me. Every night that has become a pattern. Either I shouted them, or I don't do certain thing for them, and I sleep with the guilt. And next day morning try to fix that. And friends, especially when it came to friendship, new friends came into my life, various friends, because I keep moving, right? And then I realized suddenly they started treating me differently. Unnecessary issue cropped up, and I used to find myself defending all the time. No, I said this, and I realized my self-esteem was the lowest at that point in time. Health again, body started shoulder pain and just would not go. So what do I do at this stage, right? Thankfully, professionally, I was doing really well, success wise, but environment was highly toxic. It was difficult. I was managing it. My boss was happy, head was happy, and I was growing great. My unit was growing great. In terms of the environment overall, it was bringing myself really, really down. No, I was experiencing low self-esteem. Despite the success, I was always seeking validation, finding it very, very difficult to say no when it comes to personal, losing temper, and unable to convince when it comes to personal things, right? So it was very clear to me that I was losing it and I need to slow down. So that's when I decided to take a sabbatical from my work. And this I found this particular saying so apt that, you find your rhythm when you realize that even the step backward were part of your dance. So as I did that, how do I get back? And that's when I started to get back. Once I started taking a break, I started to get back. So I first started with the stillness retreat in Pyramid Valley for 5 days. I signed up for it. And that's where, no phone for 5 days, no talking, just wisdom sessions and various kinds of meditation introduced in that wonderful environment of pyramid and entire valley. I just went in with the blind faith that, there is something that I need to start. It started opening up a lot of things, because when you don't talk, you just observe. Lot of service you do close to animals and nature. And here where I aligned myself again, and I really understood what is the meaning of inward, what actually it means. We have heard this, we have tried, we said this so many times. Then once I'm back, then I joined book club. That's when one after the other, 4 to 5 books I started reading, and then part of book club discussion. So I was the one who was presenting it. So difficult. I'm not from a science background. Difficult book. Even You Are the Placebo, Changing Your Being Yourself. Habit of Being Yourself, and Biology of Belief. 3 science-based books. I really worked through it, and that really helped me to open up my mind and rewire my brain, because I was telling all the participant what it means, right? So that helped me to really understood and internalize. Then after that I joined coach training, and when you do L2 level course, you have to take up certain number of sessions and programs you have to conduct. So that's when I realized this is my passion. I have to be part of this coaching and training, spiritual teachings. Post that, I joined AMR Advanced Meditation Retreat, and that's when huge transformative experience. Okay, the kind of meditation 3 hours, 4 hours do, right? That really, and one word I can walking meditation, and it was, talking to me that in a open air, you open your eyes and walk and meditate, right? So one word it came to my head was liberate. And that meaning I understood just couple of days what actually that means for me. And I found my group and friends. When you come into spiritual journey, all of us would have heard, right? So all your old friends, you see them moving away. I naturally started seeing them. I started keeping them at distance, and so many new friends. And there are long list of Buddha CEO friends who are ready to help, guide, support, be with you, listen to you, talk to you. And those are all came, and so many other friends from different corners where my energy, my alignment matched, and old friends with whom I had lost contact came back into my life with much more warmth and love. So these are all different kind of experience that I was. And then I started focusing on myself. What is focusing on myself? I realized each of my condition, belief system, and also my thought process, what is it actually is hurting me? Why am I seeking validation? Why am I feeling guilt all the time? Where I can change it? Where is it stemming from? Which one is from childhood? So I started questioning. So each time I would question, some or other event from childhood would put up, and I started letting go. And I realized, okay, this is where I need to change my thought process. This is where from perfection to acceptance. This is where I have to change from rigidity to flexibility. Like that, one by one, I started focusing, and that helped me to gain my self esteem back. I did not, I just stopped looking for validation. It was so easy for me to say no. Earlier, I would have really struggled. Because I struggled to say no, I would have ended up going there, being part of certain thing, and felt miserable. Now, it is end of the day, it is only for my and everybody is good. Is it going to work? Then I'll say yes. So again, this particular saying made so much sense to me. When you get tired of proving yourself, you come home to silence. It values you simply. So I felt it, come home to silence and come home to yourself, right? That's exactly I felt. when I started focusing on myself. So finally, some of the learning I felt, these are all 5 learnings and growth path. So acceptance, I felt one of the major learning that I had, and patience. Accepting myself was more important than anything else, and allowing myself to make mistake in this journey. Be gentle with myself and let go. When I realized why I was being so strict with my children, so critical about what they do. So, if they're crying, howling outside, and I'm so embarrassed, why can't I just accept them? They're children, they're bound to behave like that. It's okay, right? I realized I was not accepting myself for any mistake I do. So I started telling myself it's okay. Even when I was changing and noting down what are the things that I'm not doing right with my kids. I was reading Book of Children, right? That all those books opened up my eyes and world. And I used to note down and journal it. And next day I would affirm and sit, and I end up making the same mistake. But at the same time, night I would say, that's fine, we'll try next day again. So whenever I would be successful in implementing those, I would appreciate and write a journal. Well done, Valli. Great job. So, I learned to accept myself, learned to allow myself to make mistake. When I did that, I saw I became much more easier with my kids, much more accepting them, and outsiders also. So another big lesson I learned is this saying is the inner world defines outer world, right? Definitely, 100%. But I thought inner world is blaming. I didn't realize I was blaming myself. If anybody misbehaves with me, disrespects me, because there is something wrong with me, that is the reason that person is disrespecting. That is not understanding inner world defines outer world, right? We have to be aware what kind of thought process we are bringing in, what kind of thoughts, or if there is any self-esteem issue or a fear, what is that it is causing, why, right? And I started talking to inner child and self, the same thing I mentioned, right? Appreciate, acknowledge, celebrate. And that's helped me to rewire my brain, and that helped me to change my thought and my own self-esteem. And application of wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, reading, listening, great. There is no dearth of such wisdom around. But applying and experiencing and repeating it until we become that is something very important. So recently I heard Dr. Newton also saying that sadhana, do it again and again, again and again. You fail it, again you try it, right? Until it becomes normal. So when I said no to my friend's invite for outing, first time it was very difficult, because that's not me. Repeatedly requesting, why don't you make it? It'll be fun. But I know if I go there, I won't enjoy, right? So I had to stay with that discomfort feeling of saying no. So when I repeated that again and again, third time to say no, it was a cakewalk for me. So that is something I realized. Wisdom is great, but apply it and be consistent with that. Be okay with the discomfort feeling of trying something new, something different. And then total self-focus is not self-centered, it's actually liberation. When we focus ourselves and inner world, when we change, it's actually helping all around people, because we become more confident, more calmer, more compassionate, more loving, more accepting, right? When we accept, when we forgive ourselves, we do it with others. What we do it to ourselves, we do it with others, right? It's actually, we think that we are being very tough when we focus. No, it's other way around. So that's when I realized, self-focus it's like a journey of self-evolution. And finally, I realized when you cross one path, one stage, there is something else waiting for you. Some other tough situations come into our life. So each time these tough situations come, instead of wondering why something new now, I was just settling with this. right? I notice that is happening back to back all the time. One, you feel you're settling and something else is coming. So it is, if we go a little deeper, probably that's what my soul wants. It wants evolution. Okay, don't stop here, go to next level. So what is there to, I started learning to ask question, what is there, what kind of learning is there in this situation? I'm facing one more, which I have never handled this before. I have never experienced this emotion. What is there to learn? So during meditation or while reading, I start asking this kind of question and attempt going in silence most of the time when kids are not around and accept, okay, this is what has happened. Fine, let me see. And I'll surrender whenever I'm not able to find a solution. Just surrender and watch life sitting outside. Okay, how it flows. Let me see. So, and just do whatever it requires to do that point in time and just surrender. So this is what I learned, and I realized this is only to evolve ourselves. And the one of the main purpose I realized, which the quest that I had in my life, it is not self-correction, it is self-evolution. That's what I understood. This is the so far journey, and so grateful for my friend who introduced me to this Buddha CEO and Patriji and Chandra sir and the whole entire team and all of you for listening to me. And thank you very much and look forward to your inputs and your sharings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was really wonderful. Whenever I listen to you, it may be book club, it may be your experience sharing, it may be some meditation classes, introduction classes, whatever. It was like very soothing and very interesting to listen. You take in that way. And today's session, it was really amazing, ma'am. It was what you said, like self-discovery. We all went through your life from childhood to till date. It was really very closely you observed all the stages and you try to present in front of us very nicely explained and the way how you are experiencing the growth. That is also well said, ma'am. It's really truly inspiring from my heart, I'm saying. Very grateful to you, ma'am. Thank you so much for today's wiseful session. And people, please raise your hand. Anybody having any questions or any experience sharing, please come up with raising your hands. The floor is open to you.
Yeah, Mehboob Hussain says perfection causes too much stress. Yes.
Yes, Captain Prakash sir, go ahead. You can unmute yourself and start.
You can unmute, sir.
Yes, he's unmuted, but your voice is low, I think. You are not audible, sir.
1 minute.
Yes, you are audible now. Go ahead.
Yeah, unmute, sir, once again. You muted yourself again.
Still you are muted, sir. Prakash sir, are you facing any challenges? We'll go with Rama ma'am and you can get back to us later. Rama ma'am, please go ahead. Unmute yourself and go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, so I just wanted to thank
Now it's,
Vali.
now it's okay. Okay. I'll call later. After you speak, I'll speak. No problem.
yeah, sure, sir. Rama ma'am, you go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you. So I just wanted to thank Vallidevi Prabhu, correct?
Yes, sir.
Uh, from the bottom of my heart. Very authentic. Very authentic. There was nothing to pretend, nothing to lose. She just, it is called putting it down bare, for everyone to see, all the pluses and minus. Very nice journey, ma'am. It's though we have everything, how we suffer. This is a journey of myself too. All the emotional turmoils I went through. After joining Buddha CEO, my emotional turmoils have come down so much. There's that calm inside me. I mean, like you said, there are so many. Thanks to COVID, I'm on so many groups, and whenever I have an opportunity, I keep joining. I keep hearing. When people share, really, that really makes a difference. You meditate on one side, the other side, when people share, we see our journey in them, and there is that hope that kindles. Yeah, this can work out, that can work out. It's nice to know that we are not alone in this journey. So, and additionally, from the past 2 weeks, I've been meditating with the pyramid on my head. I bought that pyramid, you know, uh, that they sell, that we can wear on the head and meditate. That has really multiplied the intensity.
Wow.
Somehow and it's a throwaway price. It's 125 rupees. I mean, today an ice cream costs much more than that.
Yeah, even coffee.
Yeah, even coffee costs, absolutely. So now I'm even carrying it to my workplace, and the bit of an inconvenience, it doesn't matter, because another 3 months I have to bear with my workplace before I shift. So I'm carrying it because of the effect I see it on me.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
learned that all the headaches, this body aches, to ignore, because in meditation we'll have to transcend all that and then, get the results. And of course, one needs to do hatha yoga, pranayam, other kind of body fitness is definitely essential. You can't just sit all the time and expect to have a great body. I believe that one needs to exercise.
Yes.
One
Yes.
should balance it out.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've got a message. I've
Ramya
spoken
ma'am,
more than this. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Ramya ma'am, you are getting question where you got the pyramid. I think from Pyramid Valley International or somewhere
Yeah,
else.
I stay in JP Nagar. And there
Okay.
is a pyramid Atmiya Dhyan. So as I sometimes go there, and when I shared my struggle with meditation, there was a lady said, it's available here only, please pick it up. So I just picked it up.
Okay. I
It's
think
available
Malari sir.
online. They have their link. No, ma'am, you can order from there.
Yeah. I think Malari sir got the answer for your question.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ramya ma'am.
most
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah.
My privilege.
Yes, sir. Prakash sir, you
Prakash
can
sir.
go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, coming back again. After hearing Madam's, Bali Madam's life story, or call it a history, from the very beginning till now, I was just wondering what she said was a fluctuation in life. That means initially she had a problem. She went into meditation. Then something came up again, because nothing is in your control. Whatever you do, you cannot control. You have to face whatever comes to you and take it as your destiny, if I put it in my own language. Now, after that, again, you had a problem. And then you went into meditation. Now, I was thinking, suppose if you reverse yours, instead of you starting like this, suppose you go the reverse way, how do you think of it? I'm telling in a very abstract way, madam. I'm trying to put
Reverse way
across,
in the sense.
instead of the bottom coming to come to this level, suppose this level comes down below in life. You see,
Okay.
fluctuation was there in life, right? In your case, suppose the other thing come, because I am a 76-year veteran army officer, right? So I've been watching this, I've been seeing this. I've just attended this 40 days course. Only yesterday I completed it. But when I heard you, I was trying to feel what is it? Who controls all this? See, we all are talking. You're talking, you say we do meditation. There is some force, energy with evolution, you know, discovery,
Yeah.
only come to know. Nobody knows this was there earlier. Our sadhus was there. Our sadhus was there. How did they know? They had nothing. They had no knowledge of this atoms and all those things. Only now we have come to know, because it has come to knowledge because of the technology. A person staying somewhere in, you know, far away in another part of the world, he does not know what is happening. But now we know. So my doubt, man, there's one thing. That is, if you put it the other way around, how do you think? Because I'm trying to evaluate. I have passed a stage, what you are passing the other way around, in the sense that initially I was like you, I faced everything, I went up the ladder, fighting life. But now at 76, now it has come the reverse way. When you come the reverse way, the energy level is limited. You cannot beat your age. No matter what you say, age is a big for a person. That is, what is a body is flesh. If a body does not there, heart is not there, nothing works. We may
Yeah.
think even the brain needs something, no, ma'am. Made brain, everything needs something. Only through the nature we eat and we get this and we think. If the brain is not there, nothing happens. So I was trying to say, suppose I go through yours the other way around, will it work for me? I
Yeah,
hope
so
I'm not.
yeah, so you see what I understand from you is you're seeing my life, okay, from very young age, how I navigated and the challenges of meditation. So for me, what I'm trying to say is at any point of it is not that these are the challenges I faced. So meditation helped me. Yes, it is helped me. The bottom line here is to explain that how I understood these challenges the way I used to look at earlier before getting into spiritual journey and before getting into meditation journey, and now how I see the same set of problems or a different kind of problems, right? So even when you were doing your service and you were the way you were looked at your life, you face a lot of challenges with lot of grit and all that. So some of these wisdom and knowledge you would have applied already, right? At this stage, you may think that I am old, I don't need to understand, but the very fact of you joining this 40 days program and opening up your mind for this new wisdom itself says that there is so much to learn, right? And it will definitely work in my view, because I always feel that more you know, you realize how much less you understand about the universe. If you're really keen on understanding the universe and the various kind of energy and knowledge and wisdom, there is so much to learn. It is great that you feel that you have crossed all that and now you are sitting and relaxing and watching life. But while watching life, you can attempt to understand it much deeper. Your knowledge, wisdom door is open for you through this program. So you can allow yourself to understand more and more. That's all I can say, because it is not just to meditation is not just to handle our stress and uh, life challenges. Our spiritual journey is not that. It is a little more deeper for me to understand myself, why I have taken birth, what could be my purpose. So there are some patterns from childhood. There are some patterns probably I'm inherited from my previous life. Probably there is some lesson, some karmic thing that I have to pay here while experiencing this life on this earth. Very well, very beautifully. Not take it as a burden. Each challenge, not take it as a burden, not take it as a challenge. Take it as, okay, it is come. Let me face this. Let me learn something from here. Let me evolve from this and accept as it is very natural thing to happen, right? So that is what I see it. I do not see that, okay, after 70, my life will end. I'll sit back and enjoy, give the reins to my kids. Yes, that will happen in a materialistic life. But still, internally, I will have to lead my own life, right? I hope I right? Yeah. So you would have given the reins to your next generation. But is there something that you want to experience beyond what you have achieved materialistically? You want to understand much more about life, why we come here, why we have taken birth, or this is all you feel, this is good enough, this is all I want to enjoy. That is also fine. Right? So each person has a different query inside. Sometimes it comes through as a challenge. Sometimes it comes through as just an interest. Or sometimes when you read a book, okay, why this person is saying this thing? So you said, right, people, sages and all, actually all this quantum, energy field and all is written in very, very old Upanishads. It is explained. In between, there was a loss of connect and the knowledge was not transferred properly, so it didn't come out. Fortunately, we are all now experiencing all this and understanding this wisdom, and we are able to receive that at this point in time. It has come out, and so many people, highly evolved people, have read that, and now they're bringing it to make it understand people like us, for whom it is difficult to understand Upanishads and such heavy duty books, scriptures. Yeah, that is what I feel. So any view, sir? Any other question? Anybody else? I think you're muted, sir.
Please unmute yourself and talk, sir.
Anybody
Anybody else
else?
having any sharing?
Any sharing?
questions?
Any comments? There are 3 comments actually. Okay. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. If nothing is there,
Okay.
we can close the session for the day.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Vali ma'am, for your great session. Thank you everyone for joining. Let us all
Thank
meet
you.
in the tomorrow long meditation.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ladini.
Yeah, bye.
Priyanka ma'am, can I close the bridge?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.